Okay, and welcome to week 5 of our Pickem. Last week I was 7 of 15, so that puts me a little under 50% on my pick ratios. How'd you do, Joe?
Last week I went 7 for 15 as well, and so hopefully we can improve on our picks this week.
Let's hope so. Okay, we're going to start off the first game, which is Chicago at Indy. I believe the Bears defense is going to be all over Andrew Luck today. I'm not sure they're going to sack him 6 times like they did last week, but he's going to be running for his life today. I've got Chicago winning 27-17.
I'm going to have to disagree with that, Gordo. I think that, the Colts are at home, and they were playing in London last week. And I know it was against Jacksonville. They had about a week. But I think this Bears team is really depleted from injuries. I think the Colts will get it home today, 23-13 Colts.
New England at Cleveland. I think the big story here is Brady's back, and he's going to be back in a big way today. So I've got them winning 27-20.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that too. I think that, Brady being back, that's obviously going to be the big headline for today. And I think this one could get ugly early on, but I think, they won't try to push Brady as much as this is his first game back. So I think that the Pats will come out strong, but they'll try and, let Brady come into the system more easily. I like the Pats here 37-14.
Philadelphia at Detroit. I've got this as an upset. I think a lot of people are picking Philly here, and they're hot, obviously, at 3-0. But I've got an upset going here. I think Carson Wentz today folds to the home crowd. I like Stafford with his quick release of the ball, and I believe he's going to beat that Philly pass rush today.
I'm going to have to disagree with you there, Gordo. I think Wentz will struggle here coming off the bye week. Eagles are 3-0, so there's a lot of talk about them being good this year, but I think, they will struggle early on, but I do think they'll pull out the W late in that game. I'm going to go Eagles 27-25 over Detroit.
Okay. I'm not sure if I put my score in there as well, but I've got that as 21-20, so I've got it as a tight game.
Yep.
All right, Tennessee at Miami. Basically, DeMarco Murray, who's breaking all kinds of fantasy records and everything, I just don't think he can do it all for Tennessee. I think the defense is going to be keying on him today, and I think the key for the Dolphins, that will be the key for the Dolphins today to improve to 2-3 on the season. I've got that score as 27-17.
I'm going to have to disagree with you there, Gordo. I think that the Dolphins, they're last in rush defense. And the Titans obviously have one of the best rushing attacks in the league. And last year, the Dolphins beat the Titans. So the Titans definitely have this one circled on their calendar. I like the Titans here, 31-23. Look for a big game from DeMarco Murray.
Okay. So you're going against the home team there. I like that. Okay, next game is Houston Texans at the Minnesota Vikings. In this, I've got, look for the Texans to give the ball to Lamar Miller today. I think this is going to be pretty much of a yawner game, low-scoring game, pretty tight. And my score here is going to be Minnesota winning this 10-9.
That is pretty low scoring. I had a low scoring as well. I think it'll definitely be a very defensive game, as both these teams have very good defenses. But I just, it's so hard to play in Minnesota. They got such a great fan base there, and that new stadium is going to be loud again here. I like the Vikings 22-14.
Okay. Next we have New York Jets at Pittsburgh. I've got look for Ryan Fitzpatrick to continue to struggle. He's on pace right now to break an NFL interception record. Over the last 2 weeks, he's had 9 interceptions. In this game here, I've got Pittsburgh winning this game 31-17.
I agree with you there, Gordo. I think There's one thing the Steelers are going to do every week is they're going to score points. They have the best offense in the league. Big Ben, he's got that high-powered offense. He's got so many weapons around him. He's got Le'Veon Bell at running back, Antonio Brown at wide receiver. He's got so many options there. And the Steelers are at home, and I think the Jets offensively are going to continue to struggle. And Steelers are going to keep putting up points. I like the Steelers here big, 42-20.
Next, we have Washington at Baltimore. I believe Washington's proven they can move the ball and get into scoring position. So really, it's just a matter of whether the defense is going to show up today, and I believe they will. I've got them winning this one in a close game, 24-21.
I think it's going to be a close game as well. I also have the Redskins. I think what the big question is here, though, for the Redskins offense is, will Kirk Cousins show up? He's shown some flashes of being a pretty good quarterback in these first few weeks, and then he's also just, he's not shown up at all. And I think that, it's in Baltimore, it's going to be a tough game, but I do like the Skins here late, 28-24, in a good one.
Okay, next we have Atlanta at Denver. Denver at home is going to be too much for Hot Atlanta today. It'll be a tough test for them, however, and a tight one. I've got it 31-27 Denver.
It's a good pick there. I have the Broncos too at Mile High Stadium. I think the Falcons obviously are very hot right now with Matt Ryan and a high-powered offense. But you can't go against the Super Bowl champs at home. The defense is going to be all over Matt Ryan, I think, today, and they're going to do a good job on Julio Jones. But I think the Falcons will hang tight with them. But I'm going to go Broncos 24-21.
Next, we have the Buffalo Bills at Los Angeles. I think the Rams have really found something with their defense and will be pressuring Tyrod Taylor today. I've got them in the win here at 14-10.
I also have a very low-scoring score with that. I think the Rams obviously have great defense, and I think this one could be a snooze fest. But I do like the Rams here in a close one at home, 17-15.
Next, we have Cincinnati at Dallas. I'm a big Dak Prescott fan.
Yeah.
And I believe he's going to have a big game today for the Cowboys. I do think it's going to be back and forth in the first half, but I think the Cowboys are going to pull this out. And I've got them at a 38-21 is my score.
I think this is going to be a very good game on both sides. Definitely back and forth offensively. But I just think that Dallas hasn't played very well at home. And I think that, Andy Dalton and the Bengals are going to come out, and they're going to get the best of them today. But I like this close one. It's going to be a good one, but I'm going to go Bengals here, 37-31.
Next, we have San Diego at Oakland. I think Oakland will give Phillip Rivers as much pressure as he's seen all year on defense. I'm anticipating him seeing the sky a lot today.
Yeah. I think
my score is 31-21. Sorry about that.
No problem. I think this is going to be definitely an offensive game again, just like Cincinnati and Dallas. Both these teams are in the bottom 20s defensively, just really bad. Raiders are, I think, 31st in passing defense, and so look for definitely a back and forth game here, but I like the Raiders here at home in a high scoring game, 45-41.
And next we have New York tonight, New York Giants at Green Bay Packers. I just believe that the New York defense has yet to prove they can adequately protect Eli Manning this year. I think that'll be the case again tonight in Green Bay. And I'm going to have Green Bay winning the game 24-10.
Yeah. I think, Green Bay Sunday night at home, they're definitely going to have the home field advantage here. And the Giants continue to struggle. Both sides, their defense has yet to prove really much of anything. And then, of course, Odell. We don't really know what's going on with him.
It's kind of a head case.
Kind of a head case.
Big time head case.
And he's, causing the Giants a lot of problems. And you can't go against Green Bay at home on Sunday night for sure. I'm going to go Green Bay here, 33-17.
Okay. And tomorrow, Monday night, we've got Tampa Bay coming into Carolina. I think, Carolina being the home team on Monday night, you know how I never want to bet against the home team on Monday night. But that's not the only reason I'm picking them to win. I believe that Derek Anderson is quite capable with Cam Newton's absence. And I also believe the defense is going to pressure Jameis Winston enough to throw at least 2 interceptions tomorrow night. So I've got Carolina winning this game 28-17.
Yeah, I think this one is going to be, I think the Panthers will come out trying to prove that their defense isn't as bad as it looked last week. Obviously giving up 300 receiving yards, 500 passing yards to Matt Ryan and the Falcons last week was just atrocious. It was awful. Worst we've ever seen the Panthers defense, obviously. But I'm going to have to go with the Panthers here in a close one Monday night. I think Jameis Winston will have a pretty good game, but I look for the Panthers to last-second field goal here at home, 26-24 Panthers on Monday night.
All right, well that concludes our pick'em for this week. We didn't have a guest appearance with the Hurricane Matthew that rolled in. He was not able to make the flight in to visit our studios today. So we thank you for joining us today and wish you all the very best, and enjoy your NFL Sunday and Monday night tomorrow as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.